Now, as a former Air Force person, George, I don't know how I feel about Tramika's point about military men.
Oh, what point did she make?
Go ahead, Tramika. What do you say?
Military men,
Yeah.
they serve the country, but they serve them not only fight for our freedom, but they serving women all over the world. Whenever they go to a different state or a different country, wherever they touch down at, that's where they have a woman.
Tramika, hold on a second. I got research right here that says that. Hold on. Listen, George.
And I mean, in a way, isn't that their job? But,
Air Force men are the most faithful. I would know because I was prior Air Force.
Right.
And all the rest of the men have the highest rate of fidelity is in the military. Those guys are the most loyal, and that's from the research department.
Yeah. What research is that? Did you hear that, ma'am?
Listen, if your wife, they have a wife, a family, and still have a woman everywhere else they go.
Let me ask you, Tramika, is there any particular branch that is less faithful than the other branch?
Woo, honey, I don't know, but I can tell you, I can speak on the Navy behalf.
Oh, not the Navy boys. In the Navy.
Karen, you may have a point. I've heard this before. Tell people who you wanted them not to date.
Pilots and truck drivers.
Pilots and truck drivers. She saw the Denzel Washington movie, George.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. First, tell me about pilots, then tell me about truck drivers.
Well, they're both one and the same, really. They're both gone for days at a time. It's easy for them to have multiple relationships.
True. The pilot meets more women, though. Well, I don't know.
And the truck drivers, they go to all these different stops. And
Yep.
I've heard that at certain stops, they have women who look for the truck drivers because they know they're lonely
regulars.
and they've been on the road.
And they're regulars. They go the same route. They know how to find them.
Right.
Have you dated a truck driver, ma'am?
Neither.
And you would not?
No.
Okay, what would you say to all the truck drivers listening and all the women who are dating truck drivers? What do you say to them?
Be careful. I guess you would just have to know your man. I mean, know him. I mean,
I got it. I got it. Just tell him, be careful. I'm with you. I got Deputy Sheriff Haynes on. And Sheriff Haynes, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you, George and Michael?
Wonderful.
I got to ask you a question. I know you called for another topic, but this thing is getting kind of hot. So I've got to ask you this question. As a woman, would you date a man who told you he was simply dating someone else?
If he was not in a committed relationship and I wasn't in one, yeah.
Right. Why do you think people have a problem with that idea of dating someone, even if they're just dating somebody else?
Well, sometimes men lie about the word.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about people who are being honest. Why do we feel that unless a person is not seeing anyone in the world, it's the only way we can date them?
I don't know why they have a problem with that.
I don't either, and I'm trying to figure that out. Reggie just came out the box saying, no, sir.
No thought.
You're dating, Reggie. I'm just curious. A woman says, I'm dating another guy. I just met you. Of course I'm dating somebody else. Why is that a no? I don't understand.
Because there's too many men in the equation.
You meet a woman out of nowhere. Nobody set you up. You ran into her at a jazz club at some kind of business event. You meet her. She's beautiful. You're vibing. And you say, look, here's my number. But by the way, are you seeing somebody else? And she said, yeah, well, I'm dating this guy. It's over?
Well, the thing is this. I'm going to respect that man enough, and I would hope
No.
She's
dating. She doesn't have a problem with him. She's like, look, let's get together sometimes. I really have not established anything with him. I'd like to get to know you. What's the problem?
Well, I don't have a problem with that, but
what?
We need to be consistent on how long have you been dating this person. If
I've been dating, okay, she's been dating him a couple of months. Thank you, George.
Okay, you've been dating him a couple of months, and then I'll say, how serious is it getting? I'll try to figure out.
Hey, can't I just go out on a date with you without you? Do you want me to give you his number so you get to know him better?